There you go. I made this one. Let's talk about the new airport line into St Mary's. And here I am trying to show the phone and trying to do all this. And I think I've absolutely got people all confused. Right, 3 years ago, they rebuilt the main street of St Mary's. And when you come down Queen Street into here, there's the dead end. And there's the closed down shops over here. And they built a taxi stand here. Don't worry about that line there. That was a mistake. I was out of line. Because that line there is in line with the end of that. Well, actually, in fact, it's back a bit. But anyway, it doesn't matter. This is only a rough sketch. So this is St Mary's current train station here. This is the two platforms, right? And my rough drawing goes all the way down to there. Rough as guts. I'm doing it in bed 2 o'clock in the morning because I'm not happy with my own video. So platform 1, platform 2, platform 3, platform 4, there were train tracks, right? 2 bits of paper. Right, so there you go. There goes platform 4. That's the one that comes in there from Mount Druitt. That comes in from Mount Druitt, and that goes to Mount Druitt. These two over there. Now, currently, you've got the old railway goods shed over here with the crane inside the trees. They can't touch that. That's historical. But when I worked there in 1978, there was 2 train tracks already here and the third one over here on platform 4. And then what they did, they raised that ground up on the edge of that platform, of that station. The goods shed. And they raised it up and put pavers there. But back here is still the original height. So as you walk here, now I didn't put it in there for a very specific reason, is the walkover bridge. Because I want you to understand it. There's a walkover bridge there. Now the stairs and the elevator are right here behind the crane. Right? Right here is the stairs. The edge of the stairs on the northern side, that way, this side of the stairs, lines up with the dead end of the road. If you go down and look at it on Google Earth. And that is just in here. So therefore then, it is already made up, over, and right over, and then down over here on the other side. There's the big new car. There's the big St Mary's car park, which are now raising. That's at this end, the Penrith end of the 2 platforms. This ground, all they do here is they come in from there down to the end of the busway, which is there at the moment. There's another 4 bus bays right here. Now, what they realised is this is why they built all these bus bays. They thought they were going to use all of them, but they don't. You've got 758 pulls up there. The St Mary's to Castle Hill pulls up here. These 4 don't get used. Then these 2 over here get used. And then the front 2 over here on the driverless train area allocation do get used. So all they'll simply do is they'll take these 2 buses here and put them at the back of these 2. Take the buses that used to be over here and put them over here. They'll then cut this back down to originally the right height because this goes down a grade and they've got their bus driver's toilet there. Right? But they've now moved that up to here. People don't realise that. The bus driver's toilet's been moved up to here. I'm pretty sure. It's gone. It's already gone. It's gone up to here. It's up here at the back of there's a toilet building up there anyway. Whether or not it's a bus driver's one, I'm not sure. But keeping to the edge of the line of this building and these two bus stops, or the second bus line. Let's call that the second bus line. This is the first, and this is Station Street, right? This is Station Street. My little map has moved. Comes down along here, right? The edge of the paper is Station Street. So all they'll simply do is they'll take the high ground out between there and there, level that back to where it used to originally be before they put in all those red paver bricks and then put in the toilet block. They're on the double or single. They might even have a single railway line. I don't know. And then it's going to come in there to a platform. But there is enough room there for two because there used to be two tracks there because my father used to drive in there with a goods train. And he used to drop off the goods trains at my door right here. But they won't put the driverless train right next door to the goods shed because that's historical. Because actual fact, there was actually 3 lines. If I remember correctly, there was 3 lines. Because one used to come up here and stop at the crane and didn't go right through because the stairs were there. That's right, yeah, there was a buffer stop. And that was the 3rd track. And then they had the other 2 tracks used to stop here underneath the bridge, and that's for when people come in and they ordered loads back in the late 1970, and they could come in there and offload them there with their own personal trucks, and that's how they used to do it. Or they'd we would push them with the thing and cross them over a set of points and put them down the other track once they're empty, and we'll keep moving around so other customers could come in and unload them because that was dead flat ground. And we could easily get a steel bar. We used to jack the train wheels along. And then we move it from this line over here. And then we had 2 storage lines over here, platform 4 line over here, which is this one. And that's how we used to do it. So I'd say that between the end of the building up here at the end of the taxi stand rank, they're going to have 1 or 2 train tracks come in, which there is enough room there between the line that comes from platform 4, because as soon as it leaves the end of platform 4, it starts to swing back across to a set of points. The line actually goes away. So you've got the end of the platform, the old road, the old pedestrian crossing, which lines up with this here because the pedestrian crossing used to be here, and then it cuts back out to the main lines, which is this line and that line is the old main line. So this suburban line then swings that way over there and joins on. So the driverless train can come in there as a single line and come down there on the platform. Now, okay, fair enough. So you got that idea, okay? Now, how do people get from the driverless train onto the Sydney suburban network, up and down, and the buses? Well, the buildings and the awnings finish up here at St Mary's train station, virtually just past the end of the old goods shed. Go down and have a look on Google Earth. You can see there's plenty of room to put a set of stairs, an elevator, a walkover, elevator, a set of stairs, walkover, elevator, set of stairs, walkover, elevator, and set of stairs, walkover, elevator, and set of stairs, come down onto there, and then an elevator over here to put them out on the footpath. Understand it? So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 elevators and 6 sets of stairs. Then what everybody else is forgetting is down here you got the big car park before the street over here in the back. Well, they're now raising that, and it's only half the length of St Mary's station, of the actual whole platform, right? It's only half the length. So what's to say they're not raising that now, because it's going to take them 3 to 5 years to build the airport. They're going to raise that now, and then they'll take this tar only car park and raise that up and join it onto the first one. And then have the walkway go into the top of the car park, which is what they should have done down here at St Mary's. Instead of you walking out and going down an elevator out onto the ground, then walk down a path and then walk up and go into another elevator, like they do at Westfield and every other place, that you can walk from the train station straight into the car park. And that's probably what they're going to do. They're probably going to build the walkway straight into the brand new car park up there to the top floor, or second floor, or third floor, whatever. So think about it. All that room on the end of St Mary's platform on the Sydney end could quite easily have a big long walkway with plenty of elevators for the 2 bus rows, the driverless train, the down platform 3 and 4, the up platform 1 and 2, and then into the car park, and put another elevator over there. So you actually walk over there, up on the walkway, then go down an elevator down to ground level. But up here, they made us say go down onto the ground, then walk across the ground into the car park and up an elevator. What's the bet? They joined that elevator, but they can't because they've got an elevator right on the edge over here. And they can't put a walkway because the elevator's blocking the walkway going across. So that's where they stopped up. So all that elevator is going to be good for is then going to be taking wheelchairs down for them to go around to the cul-de-sac where the bus is coming down there if there's a wheelchair or anybody else who wants to use it. Right? But once they build this, what's the bet? The walkway goes right into the top of the car park, and then the elevator will go down so people can go in on the top floor, third, second, first, and ground and go down. And it'll go right across because there's no road there. Not like this car park, there's a road in between the footpath, a road, then the car park structure. What's the bet? They'll build this car park right up to where the car park footpath here disappears. They'll build it right up to the fence line. You got to use your imagination. Go down and look on Google Earth how they're going to rebuild it. I reckon that's how it's going to be. It's going to be one massive train station. That's why the driverless train's going to come in over here, because this old Ropes Creek line going out over here towards Ropes Creek, that's just now been given to National Pacific National, right? Pacific National. The big sign up, look down on my channel, and you'll see it. The new the old Ropes Creek line been rebuilt. And it's got a big sign up, Pacific National. And they've just replaced all the old train tracks, all brand new concrete sleevers, all brand new rails, and a 50-ton bloody great big block of concrete. Yes, I mean 50 ton. It's about, well, go and have a look on the channel. You see how big it is. It's as big as half the size of a house. It's massive. So if a train ran away and hit it, it's not going to go very far. This thing won't move. Even if a freight train hit it doing 60 k's an hour, it's still not going to move it. It's massive. It's a great big huge concrete block down there at the end of Christie Street. But anyway, I hope you find that interesting. So that's where your driverless train's going to come in at the end of the cul-de-sac, at the end of St Mary's, Queen Street, between there and the train tracks on platform 4, where currently there's a big gap between, as I said, the north side handrail of the stairs to the south side of platform 4 train tracks. You look at the gap down there. Next time you walk down there, go down and have a look. You'll see a big gap. It's at least 10 to 15 metres wide. That's more than enough room. Train track only needs 3.5 to 4 metres. But anyway, that's it there for me, Mr. Hominoid. I hope that helps you out in understanding what's going on in St Mary's. It's a shockingly crude drawing, I know, but I'll do a better one later. But if that helps you out now to understand what's going to happen to St Mary's, why they're changing the car park over here next door to Coles behind Centrelink, is because that is going to be the temporary bus terminal. So they can rebuild this without buses coming in. So the old car park behind Centrelink is going to be the temporary bus terminal. Does that make sense now? See ya.